Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful words in productivity and one that I've got to be honest just isn't used enough. It's a simple two-letter word, no. It's something which we often overlook because in today's busy world we're always saying yes to things. We need to learn to say no. So join me now and let's cover the word no. Do you find it hard to say no? I don't know about you, but I really struggle with it, especially when I was earlier in my career. But as time went on, I learnt the power that it fetches to me. I used to say yes to everything. I used to get overloaded. I used to have that much on my plate that I delivered low quality results and I often delivered late. That helps nobody. What I learned was if I said no to things that other people could do, if I said no when I was already overloaded, already too busy, I was able to focus more on my work. I was able to deliver higher quality results. I was able to deliver in a more timely manner. And this is where that word no comes in. So what I'd start doing is every time I received a request for work, I would stop and I would think about it. I'd think about what my workload is like. I would think about how it fits in with what I'm doing. If I'm working on a project where I'm creating widget X, if the piece of work was an extension to that, then obviously it was sensible for me to do it. But if the request came in and it was to start working on widget Y, that's when I'd start to say no. I'd start to push back and say, well, I'm already overloaded. What do you want me to do? It's two simple questions you need to ask yourself. So by taking these few seconds to think about it, I was able to increase the quality of my work. So what happens if I didn't say no? Well, I would find I would become overloaded. Too much to do, not enough time to do it. And at one stage, that led me to working 70 hours a week for weeks on end. It really severely impacted my life, my health, my relationships with other people. I was finding that by spending most of my time working, I wasn't spending enough time to rest and to relax. You know, you need that time down. You need to be able to step back, get some sleep, do a fun activity. Just do something that isn't work. If you don't, you're going to burn yourself out. And in the long term, that helps nobody. I was also finding, mistakes that I would normally pick up, I wasn't. They were creeping in. And I could sit and look through pages and pages and miss all these mistakes, which if I was rested, if I wasn't overloaded, I would be picking them up. So that's a massive impact on the quality of my work. And the quality of my work, that goes to customers. What are the customers going to think? They're going to think, well, they're not very good, are they? That's going to impact your business results because if people don't trust you, they're not going to come back to you for further work. Another impact I found when I was overloaded is to get the work done, I ended up skipping steps. I cut out a lot of quality control. Yes, it made the work faster when I was doing it, but because I was skipping these steps, I still needed to come back at some later stage to do them. So it slowed me down in the long run. I also found that when I was looking for solutions, I'd always go for the quick and dirty solution. You know, the one, yes, you can do it really quickly. Yes, it sort of works, but long term, it's not very good. It's not there to be maintained. There's a lot of, again, I'm going to call it out, a lot of mistakes sneak in. Because you would work it so it fixes that one particular scenario rather than stepping back, thinking about the solution, building something that's robust, building something that can be used for a whole range of scenarios. By being overloaded, by not saying no, I was delivering inefficient codes. As I've already said, the other thing that it led to, I was tired. That made me grumpy. That damaged my relationships outside of work. And that's not good for anybody either. You know, we don't want to be all about work. To me, what's important is a life-work balance. That's where you work and where you live, and the two must coexist. You can't have one without the other. And by being tired and grumpy, I was disrupting that life part. But once I started saying no, once I started asking myself two simple questions, what am I doing this work for and why am I doing this work? That brought a lot more power to me. I was able to focus more. I was able to concentrate on delivering quality results. And quite often, I was delivering those results faster than if I'd been overloaded because I could spend the time needed, I could dig in, I could get into the flow state and just push out the work. Now, yes, I know I'm making this seem easy. I'm saying just say no. Let's be honest, in real life, it's not that simple, is it? There's sometimes you can't say no. You could be the only person with the skills or the knowledge to do this piece of work. It's pointless saying no to that because you're going to have to do it in the end anyway. It could be an assignment that your boss or your client wants you to do, which will actually help you grow your skills. So this is mainly if you're employed. Your boss will say, can you write a report, on the financial implications of doing this? It's not your area. What they're actually doing is they're using it as a growth opportunity. They're using this as a way to force you to expand your knowledge. You can't really say no to that, can you? You want to be able to do that. Your boss knows you can do it. Your boss, chances are they're there to help you. And if you say no, they're just going to think, well, what's the point with this person? Let's not bother doing anything to help them again. So be careful. Try and understand the why. Why are you being asked to do something? Because saying no for no reason at all, saying no because you don't fancy something, that's not a good thing to do. That's actually counterproductive. So how can you say no? Why would you say no? You look at the piece of work. You look at the impact it's going to have on your time. You look at the impact it's going to have on the other work you've got going on. You might think to yourself, is there somebody else I can delegate this to? Is there somebody else that can help me with this? Can I request a deadline in my other work? These are all questions you need to be asking. And then when you go back to say no, you can say, well, I can't do this because I've got these other 4 projects. If I take this on, at least one of those will be impacted. Then ask, which one of these do you want me to stop working on? Which one of these projects do you want to impact? Which one of the deadlines do you want to slip? There's lots of ways you can take this from being a flat no and turn it into a discussion about how you can work together so you can achieve the results without severely impacting what you're doing. I know for me, when I was the person trying to learn to say no, initially I literally was a flat no. Got me nowhere. I was told to do it. What I found is once I started going back and explaining why I was saying no, maybe suggesting an alternate person to do it, maybe suggesting the impact or what projects I should delay in order to do it, I was getting better results. I was finding that my boss, they were more understanding. Go back with reasons, not with a flat no. But keep them reasons short. You don't want a 3-hour discussion. You want literally no more than 2 minutes. Get into the discussion, let them know why, get the feedback, move forward. Once I learned to say no, I found my results, the quality of my work was greatly improved. The work I had on my plate, I was able to finish faster. So in fact, I was doing more with my time. Rather than trying to juggle loads of different projects, I was just concentrating on 1 or 2 at a time. By doing that, I get into my flow state. I deliver high quality results in a timely manner. I also found that I started to get more respect from my manager, from my boss. Because they knew that I thought about everything I was asked to do, I didn't come back with a flat no. I came back with some discussion points, with some suggestions that showed, yes, I thought about it, yes, I understood what was being asked, and I wanted to help move the business forward, so this was an alternate. By keeping this short, brief discussion, it lets them build confidence in your abilities. It lets them build confidence in your ability to deliver. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Do you find it hard to say no? Have you started saying no to people? And what benefits are you getting from it? Please drop a comment down below Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment. Well, it just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.